You're listening to Behind the Mic with AudioFile magazine. Robin Whitten is the founder of AudioFile. She's with me for the week. I'm Joe Reed, and we're here to talk about audiobooks. Hello, Robin.
Hello, Joe. We're going to take a big swerve from Korea and exotic stories and come home, I guess, to Maine since AudioFile is in Maine. So, this is a Maine setting of The Islanders by Lewis Robinson and read by Evan Sibley. And the setup for the story is a group of rule breaking teens are enrolled in a wilderness leadership program, like an Outward Bound. And they, as they're together through many challenges, they discover the dark origins and even darker motives that appear behind the program that they're in.
Okay. So when you say rule breaking, do you mean like they got in trouble?
All got in trouble for something.
Okay.
So we learn all their stories, but of course they've been now put together and they have to depend on each other. It is a very interesting story. Lewis Robinson is a writer that from Maine that I know, and we've been interested in his work for a long time. This is the first time I've heard an audiobook, maybe his first audiobook, not sure, but his writing is very beautiful. And Evan Sibley does a lovely job, really interesting, and he gets this story, and it's an earphones winner.
Now, Evan Sibley, that's kind of a familiar name to me.
I think we have talked about he has done a couple titles, Birding with Benefits and Amy Tan's Backyard Bird Chronicles. And the
Okay.
thread here is that he's the son of the ornithologist David Allen Sibley.
Aha, aha. Okay, fine. It's all coming together now.
But, after hearing Evan do The Islanders here, I'm like, "Oh, he has a lot of very interesting range. He's so good with these teens." There's lovely, descriptive passages in The Islanders, but there's a lot of teen talk, dialogue. Which is not easy, and, a lot of it is they're in a group, it's done without speaker attribution, so it's very tricky, for a narrator to get that and to get it all across.
Well, why don't we hear a little bit of it?
Okay, we can do that. We are with Walt, who is one of the key characters, his huddle, which is their group, and they are given challenges. They are repeatedly given challenges, and the challenge they've just been given is to get across a quarry.
Okay, this is The Islanders by Lewis Robinson, read by Evan Sibley.
Can we get back to us, please? Asked Javier. What happens if we can't get across? The thing is, you can get across, said McLean. He pulled McLean toward the trail, and within seconds they jogged out of view. Corsetti grabbed the rope from Deshawn, untied the coil, held one end, and dropped the other end off the side of the cliff. It was long enough to reach the water below, but not much longer. How the hell can this rope help us? Let's use the knife to hijack a boat. Get the hell back to the mainland, said Bianca. From the far side of the quarry, we heard Grunwald yell, 44 minutes! Rain pattered the hoods of our jackets. We stared at the staticky gray surface of water down below until Tess said, That! She was pointing to the cable above us, running from a tall wooden pole on our side of the quarry to a pole on the far side.
You are right. The characterizations are really good. And it's interesting because I thought, at least in this excerpt, the narrative voice is rather subdued, almost in a monotone, in such contrast to the characterizations.
Well, he strikes just the right balance between that because the narrative is beautifully written, and yet the dialogue moves along the action, of these challenges and the interactions between as the relationships of the teens develop. Really interesting.
Mhm. That is The Islanders by Lewis Robinson, read by Evan Sibley. And it's an Earphones winner.
It is indeed.
Okay. Robin, thank you again for a wonderful suggestion, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
We will, Joe.
I'm Joe Reed, and I'll talk to you tomorrow too.